Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Techopolis. Uh, I did a little bit of rearranging between episodes. Moved all my power because I was having some issues. Moved them over here. That way, I have a little bit more space to build out. Still have the entire top row that I can do, as well as the rest of these. I think there's 5 more there that I could put. Yeah, 5. That way I can at least, build off later once I need the power, if I end up needing it, by the time we get further in, which I most likely will. Also set up this little charger here so that I could always keep some charged Certus crystals. Always keep 3 specifically so that I can recharge this. Now it is very slow, but whenever I actually get this and it drops down to the damage chipped and then eventually the regular Certus block, I can just go grab these 3, put 3 more in there, bada bing, bada boom, good to go. And even if I use the Certus quartz that I have made so far, by the time I get the flawed down to just a regular base crystal, hopefully, it is going to be enough made. However, I have not made even 1 yet, and this has been here for about 10 minutes. So, and then this water is in order to recharge that. I made another electrolytic separator. That way I could get oxygen a little bit faster and actually make the Certus quartz crystals, as well as some silicon, which was just hydrogen and sand. I'm pretty good on hydrogen. This is after making 2 stacks worth of silicone, and the Certus quartz, like I said, I get from oxygen, which I am currently filling up a gauge dropper here. Is still not as fast as I'd like. I need those upgrades. That way this will actually be running a little bit more smoothly. But in this episode, what we're going to do is get the rest of this stuff going. So we're going to actually get 2-dimensional dust, and I'll make an ultimate control circuit. That one shouldn't be too bad as long as I do that. And if we look at the quests here, as you can see, I did make quite a few things between the episodes. I just need to get the printed calculation, which is made in the inscriber. And I also need printed silicon, also in the inscriber. Anyone who's played Applied Energistics knows this already. Any of the processors, as well as their base components, like the circuits, the silicon, that's made in the inscriber here, which I am also just going to keep that kind of manual for now, because I don't see, at the moment, much use in automating the ultimate control circuits. Eventually I will need to. I know I will. Just because, yeah, I know I will. But my main goal for this episode is to get the dimensional dust, which I get from either throwing a teleportation crystal in the crusher from immersive or a crusher from mechanism. So once we actually get that going, which the teleportation core is not all that hard. I have everything except for the calculation processors. I'm going to make 2 more of those now that I just saw. And I'm just going to make 1 this episode, see how much dimensional dust I need, and go from there. But yeah, I just am going to do that real quick. So let's see, it showed that to get the teleportation core I need 4 processors. So let's get the silicon going. And this should go pretty quickly. I went ahead and made the engineering processor, press. I don't have a use for the processors yet, but I know I will, because it's used in, what is it, the controller, as well as the drive and the pattern. No, that's the pattern access, pattern encoding terminal. Also some co-processing units later, but that is some much later game stuff. The oh, what? I literally just said it. The co-processing units. There we go. Just because that's part of the auto crafting, and that is gonna be a long ways away. The one thing I did not get is redstone, which, yes, it is redstone. So let's go ahead and make that real quick. It takes a little bit longer to get those, but that's all done. And then while I'm actually doing the teleportation core and the dimensional dust, I'll be processing the silicon and then some surge quartz crystals. Speaking of, hey, I've got some small buds growing. So it is doing things. It's just very slow. Eventually, once I get Fluix, which I don't think... Oh, did they get rid of the drop in water? Looks like they may have. Yeah, they swapped the drop in water for Fluix with the arc furnace and crystal assembler. Oh, I don't want to make an arc furnace. I really don't. Just because they're pain to actually do anything with. I say, having never made one ever. And there we go. Now we have the teleportation core. Next will be the... I'm not going to do the control circuit. I am just going to drop you right in here. Yeah, I'll put you there. We'll watch it go down in. And it shouldn't have anywhere to go. I hope that's not backlogged to the point where it never actually comes through. It might be backlogged quite a bit. I'll be back when I actually see this change. It has been 3 minutes and the particles have not changed colors at all. Oh, there we go. Right as I go to say it. Still waiting on it to actually show the correct particles for the dimensional dust and teleportation core, so I'll be back. So, yeah, that was backlogged quite a bit. So much so that I had time to make 13 more teleportation cores. So now we do have all that done. God, that took a long time. That reminds me, I need to turn this back on now. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, probably between episodes here, just to spare you all a bunch of controller XNet nonsense, setting channels and stuff, I'm going to get the enrichment chambers here, and what I'm going to do with them is, if I can get back here, start making the dust with the ores in the enrichment chamber, just because I sat here for like an hour. I know I came back after 3 minutes, like, wow, this is really backlogged. I wonder how much long. I sat here an hour. I had an hour's worth of ores stuck in this thing, just grinding away. So yeah, I'm gonna switch that over to an enriching factory. That should be a little bit faster. Where do I even want to go from here? Okay, let's. I'm gonna hold off on doing the entangled block and the quantum entangled porter, even though this would probably make things a little easier for automation around the base here, uh, like fluids and stuff like that. Definitely fluids, but for now, because I really don't feel like waiting anymore, for that at least, we're just going to go ahead and move on to the Dimensional Ores chapter. And as you see, I obviously already have dimensional dust there. What do I need for reinforced machine casings? That is an alloy kiln with some wooden scaffolding, obsidioglow ingots, and the dimensional dust. So I'm pretty sure that I have like 30 some in here. Yeah, 33. And we'll get the obsidioglow. I don't have a manual one of these, do I? No, I don't. Huh. Well. Huh. Is there anything else I can do instead of that to work on? Tangled block, that needs machine extenders. Combiner, not really all that necessary at the moment. Probably will need it soon, but not right now. Yeah, no, it looks like I'm just gonna need to real quick make a alloy kiln. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back after I do that. Alright, so I have this built now, and we are going to be getting our first one in 3, 2, 1, now. There we go. Now, what can I use these machine casings for? There is not that. I'm going to need machine vents, definitely the thermal evaporation block, because I think I'm going to need, if I remember correctly, looking back, I actually need like 3 of these. Yeah, because I'm water into hot water into brine. Hot water can also be turned into purifying water. Oh. That's nice. Brine to liquid lithium. Okay. What do I need? Oh. Are there any other ways to get that? About ancient debris itself. That's too. Yeah, okay. So, I will definitely need one for the eroding water. I know I can turn hot water some. Yeah, in the water purifier to get more per. For purifying water. So let's see, I need one, two. I'm going to need one of each of these, so I need 5. I'm eventually going to need 5 of these. Okay. Wow, that's gonna be a lot. I'm not gonna do the structural glass. I will need the valve. What about dynamic? That all looks doable. That is what I'm going to swap over to here in a bit, and just kind of move away from using these, although I could still use these fluid tanks. But they have a set, like 512 buckets, a 3x3 dynamic tank. Does it tell me how much? Yeah. Is that 9,450 buckets? Is that what the KB? I have never seen KB ever. Anyway, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do is make several of those, but not yet, because I know it's going to want me to make a couple things first. I definitely need to get gold beforehand, so I will not be making those unless these are used for something else. No, not yet. Okay, looks like we'll be worrying about this line later, after I actually get gold, because there's not really any use in making it yet. So we'll be looking at the dimensional infuser, it looks like, first. So I need to start making some more calculation processors. Okay. Put these in here. Let me get this silicon and calculation. Go ahead and do 64 silicon for now. Do I have any more? Did I put... No. Have any more Certus anywhere? No, just that. This is the first one. And I got 2 from it. 2 from that one. Okay. Well, I got a total of 4. I don't think I have any other Certus anywhere, do I? Unless I accidentally stored it. No. Okay. Well, that's concerning a little bit. Yeah, that's... Okay, I'm getting sidetracked by a lot of things now. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll go with just the 19. Go ahead and just leave that with 8 there. Yeah, and then we'll run the 19 once that's done. The machine needs iron bars. Let's go ahead and make that. This is to make the dimensional infuser, which needs a dimensional machine frame. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I'll make that in a bit. What do I need? I need 18 vents and 9 circuitry. Okay. So 18 of these vents. That's 4 there. 8, 12, 16, and 20. So that's more than I needed, but I'll just make them all, because I know I'm going to need them later. Let's see. So I've got those. I've got, how many more of these do I need? I need 43 reinforced machine casings in total. So I need to set 9 aside for the calculation processors. Right? Yes. And that should be enough. Let's get 19 redstone here. And let's take a look going forward once I actually get this back here in the inscriber done. So black quartz is made in the infuser. And it's just surge quartz in there. Okay, that nice and easy there. Then I'll need to automate all of that. I've got a lot of things I need to do. And nether quartz just in an enricher. Okay. Because I know I'm going to need that later. Sky stone, which is also needed, is just stone. Good. Nice and easy. Blank stone ore. It's compressed stone in the infuser. So, yep, I do need to make the combiner. Awesome. That's going to be fun. But gold here. Dimensional infuser. I can do silver, copper, aluminum, lead, tin, nickel, and iron. And it doesn't matter what I use, I get one each. Or one per run. Huh. I'll probably do copper, because I think that's what I have the... Actually, no, iron. Iron is definitely what I have the most of, isn't it? Yep. So I will be... yeah, we'll put 4 stacks in. How do I want to keep this from... I guess I'll just do this. Disconnect that. And we'll just let that run for a while. How's the inscriber doing? Is it almost done or is it done? It is ready. Good. There's that. And that's going to take a bit. But once I finally get gold, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to need the dimensional ore extractor, but that needs these disassemblers, which requires a minimum of 6 gold to get. Let's see, you need quartz glass, 1-dimensional ender ore. Okay. Didn't I find some ender ore and then throw it away or something? Or did I save that? I really hope I saved that, thinking that would be useful. Please tell me I didn't throw that away. Please be in all these chests. No, 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 no. Damn it. Okay, well, I will be going out searching for... Actually, is there any down in the little mine here? Oh, please let there be. There's some. I have 7. Of course, it'd be an odd number. And how many do I need to make it a dimensional? Of course, it'd be 1. Here we go. Oh, thank you. More common than I was anticipating. I'm so glad of that. And let's just go ahead and get this here as well. And why not, since it's right here. And there's 26. Which I only needed 1. But I'll go ahead and get what I have here and turn it into 2, and then basically just have a lot of those dimensional ore extractors. Actually, how do those work? Nope, I want a G. Okay, duplicates ores. Each ore requires its own extractor. So what'd that say? I need 27 quartz glass. So I guess it's the full 3x3. That's, oh, actually that looks like there is a hole in the very center. Is that where the ore goes? If so, that would be pretty good. Oh, that's a little power hungry. 1,024,000. Ah, okay. 400,000 for black quartz. This one has to be made on the moon. Nether for Peridot. I have no idea if that's even necessary. Zinc is only made in the Nether. That's awesome. Ostrom, Neptunium, Dimensional Quartz, Nether. Cesium, the moon. Iridium, the end. Okay. Anglesite and osmium anywhere. Uranium, silver, platinum, lead, nickel, aluminum, iron, lapis, redstone, gold, coal, diamond, tin, copper, and emerald are all anywhere, any dimension. But what about their power? Okay, so emerald and diamond. So the rarer stuff seems to be 3 times? No, no. It's not even close to 3 times. I'm fucking stupid. 1024. Huh. Yeah, that's. So it looks like all the common ones are 400. Anything that's a little rarer, like lapis, redstone, gold, they're 800, and then anything that's like a really rare diamond, emerald, 2 million for platinum apparently. That's why is silver a million? Oh, what? Okay, that one doesn't really make all that much sense. Uranium does make sense at a million. 8192 for dimensional iridium. Okay, is there some special use for these? I mean, obviously used to make the technium. Spent nether waste? Okay. Well, that would be why. That would be why. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because it is, I want to see if I've got all this, and then I'll make the infuser real quick. That's mainly the inscriber. Well, that was almost perfect. Come on, take your time. Dimensional infuser. I'm going to build the frame of this episode, and then at the beginning of next episode we will, or between episodes, I'll get the stuff necessary. There's ender ore right there. Okay. Between episodes, I'll get the actual machine itself built, and then when we come back, I'll place it, and we'll start looking at it and see what I can actually do with it. But for now, I am going to actually make the frame, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 5 by 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, there'd be water here. Don't you dare. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why would there not be water here? I hate the origin of this world. Or not origin, world gen. Okay. Casings go like so. One, two, three, four, 5. I know it's probably a little dark for you all, but just bear with me real quick. Drown. Alright, there's that. And then it's 9 vent, 9 circuitry. And then 9 vent again. I hate building in water. Is that circuitry done? I hope it is. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and place that. And then we'll be free of the curse of water. And last 2. There we go. So that is the frame of it done now, and the only thing left is to actually build the controller, which I will do between episodes because I've got to make things. So go ahead, like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one.